Welcome back, everyone. I'm Lana, and this week we are reviewing the first episode of the long-awaited HBO series, The Last of Us. Based on the blockbuster game from 2013, the remaster from 2014, and the remake in 2022. This year's remake on HBO stars Bella Ramsey, Pedro Pascal, and a handful of bearded character actors you've seen in other HBO productions, probably. The series is directed by Craig Mazin of Chernobyl fame, and one of the original game creators, Neil Druckmann. You don't see very many video game creators getting involved in the live-action remakes, so that's a plus. Right off the bat, I am not the biggest Last of Us fan, or most Sony first-party games that involve you walking and talking to get from point A to point B. Sure, they look cinematic at times, but they take agency away from the player and don't let you follow your own path. And I like my freedom. I like my freedom. Still, I was interested after all the buzz around the franchise, and I was even gifted a copy of one of those remasters. I played through the first few hours to experience the epic storytelling that has made Last of Us so iconic, and while the gameplay wasn't for me, I really enjoyed watching other people play it. But despite becoming invested in the characters, I never picked it up again. So when I heard HBO was adapting the game into a series, I was actually quite interested in getting to see the end of the story. However, I made sure to temper my expectations because we all know how most video game adaptations turn out. If you haven't played the game, The Last of Us is a story about what could happen if a fungal infection infested the minds of people, brought on by just the subtlest of climate change. It follows the converging lives of a father, Joel, and a girl born into this mad zombie land named Ellie. They, along with others they meet along the way, fight to survive in a world clinging to the last remnants of civil society. Arguably civil. Arguably society. Anyway, before we dive into this spoiler-free review, if you like movies, streaming, and apparently video games turned into TV series, please drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of my weekly reviews. Let's dig in and see if this zombie's got brains or if he's just a fun guy. To my surprise, and probably to yours, this is already shaping up to be the best video game to live action adaptation ever. Granted, sticking to the source material, which was already very cinematic, isn't as challenging as, say, making the Q*bert movie, but the love and care that was taken into respecting both the game and the fans has to be applauded. I was really impressed that they stayed so faithful to the game while also expanding upon it. In the series, we get more time to invest in the characters, longer scenes to make those big moments from the game that much more impactful. There were major sequences I knew were coming up, but they resonated so much stronger than in the game. Pivotal moments often felt rushed, and emotional conveyance was limited by gameplay. The one thing they needed to nail more than anything was the characters. Joel and Ellie have such great performances in the game, and recreating the chemistry would make or break the series. Whew, they did not that up. Neither of these actors look exactly like their video game counterparts, but they capture the spirit of the original characters. Their likeness is arguably even stronger than if they just casted lookalikes in that regard. Even Sarah, for example, is spot on. She is frame for frame the Sarah that we met in the Sony original, with even more depth to her caring for Joel. Ellie, however, has a darker edge to her that wasn't that apparent in the game, where she is cool and sassy, but not as cold and independent. In the series, Ellie will definitely shank you if you give her half a reason to. It really feels like she might be the breakout star at the end of this, which won't be much of a surprise to you if you noticed her in Game of Thrones. The writers also added way more dimension to Tess and Tommy. Uncle Tommy comes across much more like a fun uncle, getting some quality family time in the house before it really hits the fan, while Tess is way more complex and badass than her original role. In the game, she just looked like a hot chick with some dirt on her face, which they even changed in some of the recent remakes. In her series portrayal, she both grounds and motivates Joel. She keeps secrets and devises plans. She's made for this post-apocalyptic wasteland, and I can't wait to see more of her. Since the game is already so realistic, seeing the world of Last of Us so faithfully recreated was expected. However, I was pleasantly surprised to see just how close they stuck to the source. Characters wear the same clothing, rooms have the same ancillary props, and they even watch a made-up movie that exists in the world. I was so impressed that after finishing that premiere episode, I loaded up a walkthrough of the first hour of the game just to see how accurate the filmmakers were. And wow, it's pretty amazing, down to the exact graphic design of Sarah's t-shirt. One other thing that synced the show to the game was the music, with the same composer from the game lending his iconic guitar riffs. Watching the opening titles with that guitar playing in the background sets this dark post-apocalyptic tone so damn well. HBO could have easily stuffed a bunch of popular licensed music in this, but instead they showed restraint. And when they did add a song to the end of the episode, they tied it into the story. Bravo. As well done as The Last of Us is so far, it promises to be many things we've seen in other post-apocalyptic zombie media over the years. For the last decade, we really have been living in a post-Walking Dead world. So many movies, games, and TV shows have normalized zombies that no matter their genetic composition or how fast they are, there's really nothing we haven't seen before. I'm hoping over the next couple episodes, they veer off the path from the game, take some risks, and really show us something truly unique. Are we doing dislikes now? Is it dislikes time? Okay. Yeah, nothing really. I don't dislike anything about this yet. But if there's anything you dislike, please let me know in the comments. Overall, this is a fantastic start to what could be the gold template for video game adaptations going forward. Respecting the source material while adding layers of complexity and realism, it's something we don't see Hollywood do right. I'll be back for a mid-season check-in and a review of the finale in the weeks to come, but in the meantime, what did you think of the first episode of Last of Us? Do you think they stuck too close to the game? How do you feel about the casting? Pedro Pascal as Joel? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you like this video, please give it a like for real, subscribe to the channel, it means all the world to me, and I will catch you next time. See ya. Yeehaw! I'm not the biggest Last of Us fan. I forgot where I was in the paragraph. I'm a real fun guy. My zombie. Post-apocalyptic. Quiet on set. I didn't forget. I just thought I could freestyle, but I was wrong. Shut up!